What's going on, people? Stalker Actual here, bringing you some more fun and hopefully exciting uh, flight sim trip. Today we're heading off to Kansas City, Missouri. Grab some of that good old Kansas barbecue, so they say. Um, in the tried but true designed 737-700 and a Southwest flavor. So to go ahead and kick this thing off. Oh man, all right. So I've already created a flight plan for sake of TV or YouTube or whatever you want to call it, and gonna get my flight plan going here. Should be a pretty quick trip. Cruising altitude looks like it's gonna be 39,000 feet. Get on up there. So I'm heading roll this guy up to flight level 390. You're lined up right, y'all. And let's see here. Looks like I'm gonna be taking off on 13 right. Check my map, make sure I'm good there. Yeah, we'll do 13 left. Ain't not worried about it. Let's see. Endurance. Let's check here and see what we got going on. 1600. Alright, cool. Alright, so speed here. I usually set it 230. Go ahead and pull out our flight management computer. Oh, and if you guys don't use the Navigraph little tool to keep your nav data up to date, man, I don't know where you guys have been. You need to check it out. It's pretty cool. Super convenient to keep all your nav, especially if you run a lot of add-ons. Makes it just super convenient. Automatically keeps them up to date. So just a little snippet there from the fine folks Navigraph. Alrighty, so KDAL-KMCI, Mike Charlie's in India. I was about to say Sierra for some reason. Isn't that 01? Yeah, 01. Alright, so, and we'll do Whiskey November 434. And there, runway 13 left. And we're going to be taking NZ4 and coming off the. Wondering if it's going to give me BDRY. I think it does. No? What is it? Tulsa? Alright, we'll come off of Tulsa. Alright, activate that booger. And we'll go ahead and dial in our expected runway. We'll do, let's see here. So we're looking for 19 right. So 19 right. So we're going to be probably for left to right downwind, and it's pretty much straight south. So no big deal. So I think it says Tiger 6 is what that's calling for. So we're going to do the Tiger 6. And let's see what transition it's going to give me. Actually, I'll do this right here. Let's see, I don't think we're going to be taking, I don't think we're going to be anywhere near SGL. I mean, yeah, Sierra Go Foxtrot, so I'm not going to be anywhere near there. Let's see, let's try Sierra Tango Juliet and see if that this? Ah. Alright, so KM, Belco to Zima, and okay. I see what we're doing. Let's get rid of that discontinuity. I hate discontinuities. Disco inserted after OKM. Well, why do you want to go and do that for? Erase. Why do you want to go and do that? Alright, so let's go ahead and skip that. Let's see, trying to see exactly what's going on here. Verify the route that dispatch gave us and make sure that freaking makes sense. Okay, I see what here. Looks like we're skipping one going directly to Tulsa, which we don't want to do that. Okay, I see what's going on here. So we need to go ahead and blow Tulsa out. And blow it out. Take OKM, connect that. Boom, like butter. All right, cool. Cool, looks good. All right, now where were we? So one niner. So we're gonna take tire 6. We know we're gonna be taking tire 6 for sure. So let's see how it lines us out there. Trike, Tiger for the downwind. You know what? I think if we do a transition off of 19 right, let's do this Sierra Tango Juliet and see what that gives us. We can always erase it. Way out there. Good. Good. Googly moogly. Okay. Well, I don't think we'll go quite that far. So slab for the downwind. I think we'll be alright. Don't you think? I think so. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get these weights under control because it's all kinds of screwed up. So let's go here and do our payload. Let's see how many passengers is it calling for. Um, how many souls on board today? 123 souls. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. And I kind of hate that. It doesn't give me the baggage and the cargo. Alright, so I got 2,952 pounds of bags. We'll put that in bin 1. And then let's do 3,532 pounds in bin 2. And let's jump to our fuel. On our fuel is calling for 5,000 pounds. Alright, so max extra fuel 15. So 15.6. Let's do 15.1. Actually, I don't even think we're gonna need that. No, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do. Alright, wait. Let's do a quarter. Should put us about 11. Yeah, about 11,000. It gives us a little buffer just in case, but at the same time, uh, won't be nothing ridiculous. So, alright, so we'll do 11,700. I mean, yeah, 11,700. We'll go ahead and import that. Reserves, I usually do like 2.5. Cost index of 80. 390 is what the numbers call for. And let's see, what are the assumed temps? So we'll derate this guy. Let's see, I just heard a ding, so just chiming in. Welcome. Let's see. So takeoff, all right, looks good. So we'll do flaps. Let's go ahead and call in some ATIS while we're doing that. Let's call in, let's go ahead and board. All right. Let's see. Go ahead and close that door because it gets weird. All right. Yep. There we go. All right. Got our CG put in there. See, listen one more time for the winds. Winds aren't too bad. Change YouTube name. Oh, cool. 157.13. All right, I'm good with that. Let's go ahead and import our V speeds. Get out of plan mode. Alrighty. If you guys just jumping in there, welcome. Excuse me. That's Sim Simulations. Man, sounds short and sweet and straight to the point, brother. Looks good, man. Alrighty. Something everybody will remember, that's for sure. Alright, what we got going on here? Looks like everything's boarding. Getting everything nice and tied down. Brought to you by the fine folks at the ramp at Dallas Love Field. Quick shout out. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this straightened out here in our pressurization panel. Oh man, I don't even know the landing altitude. Man, let's see, what's the landing altitude? Let's see, about 1,000 foot, so we'll do 1,100. Alright, sweet. Okay guys, yep, PMDG 737-700 flavor. Run a little quick evening run to Kansas City. And that's good there. All right, bud, take it easy, man. Go ahead and make sure that's armed. Awesome, brother. You know you're always welcome here, man. Appreciate you. All right, go ahead and get those fuel pumps turning. See what those bags are looking like. All right, cool. Looks like getting the bags loaded up. Let's go ahead and turn on some bleed air from the APU and get those packs online so we can disconnect that external air. I got the external air disconnected. I'm going to set that parking brake. And I'm going to hold off on the chocks until they finish loading up, and then I'll unchock it. But looks like we're all loaded up here. Everything in the flight plan looks good. Got a discontinuity there. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that there until we get close to our TD. Yep, all that looks good. If we can test my throttles. Let's see. Make sure those guys are in. There we go. All right, cool. All right, looks like the rear's done, so I'll go ahead and close that rear cargo door. Hat looks like the Ford's done as well. All right, cool. So we can go ahead and close that passenger door, which I'll send a signal to dispatch and marking the off time. No, sir. I don't know what's going on uh, lately. What's in the water, but not once have I ever in my life heard of anyone getting dragged off a plane. 9 times out of 10, we had awesome gate attendants, and first of all, if the flight was oversold, which happened all the time, they never would have gotten off. They never would have boarded the plane. That's where they screwed up. Had they have not boarded the plane, they probably could have de-escalated the situation a lot better. And I mean, if not that guy, they probably could have found somebody else. You know what I mean? So a lot of things have changed since I've been out. That's for sure. Um, I'm trying to think of a time when that's even gotten close to occurring, and no. I mean, that's just unheard of. You know what I mean? Uh, it's awesome. I'm ready for a pushback too. Yeah, it's. I mean, the whole nostalgia and the excitement, the adventure of flying, honestly, is gone. In my opinion, is gone. I mean, I love aviation, and I don't want to fly commercially. Um, it's been a it's been a long exercise practice. I mean, as long as I was in, airlines always overbook flights. Um, but honestly, I don't think it's as much of a necessity, being that, especially with ticket prices, a lot more people are traveling and things of that nature. All right, let's go ahead and turn off those packs, free up some bleed air to spin up those engines. So we're going to go ahead and turn on the electric hydraulic pumps. Let's see. All right, beacon light on. I'm not worried about the windows right now. And we'll verify, make sure we're clear on the right. And if we're clear on the right, go ahead and start that right engine and verify we have a N2 increase. There she goes, spinning up nicely. But yeah, yeah, as far as the whole overbooking deal, let's say 23%. Okay, there's fuel. Um, yeah, honestly, I think there's going to be a lot of changes. Um, even on the even with the carriage contract as well. Just for that very reason, I don't think overbooking is a necessity anymore. Like I said, back in the day, there weren't that many, and there wasn't that many people flying. So, um, you know, and let's just be honest, airlines are a business, and empty seats aren't making money. So, I mean, absolutely, I can totally justify the reasoning behind overbooking at that particular time. But now, I mean, heck, you can come up on a ticket for $200. So I mean, it's nothing for a college kid to jump on a Southwest flight like this, for instance, head on up to Kansas City to see their parents and come back. So I mean, people are gonna be doing that all the time. So I don't think um, filling filling seats is as much of an issue as it was before. So yeah, I can see that going away, either going away or being being revamped. Oh my gosh, it's pushing me like, wow, wow, okay. But I think we're good right here, man. Yeah, we'll just stop here and complete the procedure. All right, so I set that parking brake there. Verify we got AC power on number two, so we'll connect number two. And we'll clear ourselves on the left. Go ahead and start that left engine. Verify increase our number 2 compressor. There we go. She's spitting up there. All right, 23% there. Got the fuel. There we go. Got fuel flow. EGT should be lighting up. But yeah, I was just shocked, and I mean, I've listened to a bunch of podcasts. There's a good aviation podcast called Airline Geeks or something like that. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out. But they were talking about, oh well, this, it's the airline's right to, or book a flight and blah blah blah, and if law enforcement comes on and looks like we got 10-1 stabilized, so verify power generation. We got 400 volts there, so go ahead and connect that. Packs on, isolation valve auto, APU off, pitot heat on. I can't see it, but my yaw dampener is on. Cool. Looking good. Looking good. But yeah. All right. Go ahead, sir. Auto brake to rejected takeoff. In case we're not feeling it, we can always cancel it, and our brakes automatically apply. But but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I really think they could have used some discretion as far as, understanding this guy's situation. I mean, if we're just traveling to see grandma, that's one thing, but a physician going to see a patient, I mean, he could be lying. I don't know, but I'd rather not risk somebody, losing their life because a physician couldn't get to his patient, you know. Alright. And I'm just gonna go ahead and departure to the west. What's going on, DF Dub? How's it going, man? Me and you both, brother. Me and you both. Gotta love this old nice cloudy weather we got here. Oh man. Yeah, I apologize for. Let's see, you gotta try to find the name for you. Man, appreciate it. Yeah, I've been dying for some good love scenery. I have been dying. I remember I found some at one point on oh Lord, I can't even think of the website. It's not Absim or any of the normal ones. But I tried. I wasn't a huge fan. Yeah, it was. It's been like that all day. I know it rained up in North Dallas here for a little bit, but then it rained and then it shut off. So hopefully it moves off, man, because it's been like sleepy time weather. Holy cow! Yes, sir. The weather is real time right now. The winds are out of the southeast at about 13 knots. Yeah, 157 at 13. So, and if you look outside my house right now, it is gloomy and gray. Brought to you by the lovely folks of Active Sky or Hi-Fi Sim. There you go. But I'll tell you this: if X-Plane 11 had a weather engine like this, you'd never see me run flight sim. Never. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get some clearance. Not clearance, clearance. Man, this is so slow. I really need to speed up the ATC using that ATC add-on. All right, so this is when having a first officer would be like awesome because there's so much going on here. All right, so that's done. Now it's looking good. All right, ignition set to continuous. All right, cool. Yeah, but the weather's real time. You have wind shear, high level winds. Um, DFW, man, I heard of X Enviro. Does it include the engine as well? I mean, does it include like the World War weather? All right, take off. Take up power set. Engine instruments some limits. Airspeed live. 8 knots.
V1, rotate, V2,
Man, I should have put some of that cargo in the rear. Gear up. She was heavy on the nose there, son. Heavy on the nose there. Environment engine way more immersive than your typical weather engine. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna have to check that out then, because I'll tell you what, I've been having some X-plane fever here lately. I mean, I just love the night. The night environment is. I'm gonna tell you, there isn't anything like it. I mean, um, the whole seasons thing, yeah, it's kind of a turn off for me, but I can deal with it. All right, go ahead and bring those flaps to flaps one and flaps up. But yeah, the whole stuff together. All right, cool. 4,000 feet. Yes. All right, cool. Level out here and fly the bloody flight director. Keep the crosshairs, and there you go. Okay, cool. Yeah, and that's about when I went over to X-plane was X-plane 9, and I've been on it ever since. Like I said, you'll still catch me on FXX quite a bit, but as far as yeah, as far as night tech, the night environment, I mean, there's no comparison. No comparison. All right, wants to kind of keep them for about 4,000. I think this one has the heads-up display. Yep, there we go. Okay, cool. Now we're cooking with gas here. Ugh. Get myself somewhat centered. And yes, these aircraft do come with heads-up displays in real life. So, well, some of them. It's kind of like a feature like ordering a car with manual or electric windows, which I can't really think of a car that has manual windows right now, so it's probably a terrible analogy, but yeah, it's a carrier feature, so I can order it with heads-up display, some of them with the short fill package, which with the thanks to the good people at PMDG, you can actually configure this aircraft to your liking. So there's actually different manufacturers make different autopilot units, so you can change that out. You can also change this to a kind of like a chevron type shape there, if that's your flavor. You can actually make this guy here, the little electronic guy there, your your electronic directional gyro. You can make that guy mechanical as well. So lots of customizations. This aircraft's been out. Oh God, the FW man. I don't know if you can pull up, I don't know if you can vouch for me on that one. I think it's been out close to over 5 years, I think. And still going strong. I mean, it's the go-to sim for me. That's for sure. Now there's also a 747 now, and also a 777. That's phenomenal. I think right now we're staying about 5,000 feet, flying the standard instrument departure. So in case you're wondering, it's like, why hadn't he went past 10? That's what we're doing. So we're just flying the flight director and getting out of that Dallas airspace there. Ugh. Man, guys, I apologize. I hadn't streamed in about 4 days almost. It's just been crazy, crazy at work. All right, what we're doing here? Yeah, so basically, like I said, I'm just keeping that small circle within that larger circle. Man, Clarence, you went there, bud. You went there. That's awesome. Um, that's a really good topic you brought up there. Automation and aircraft. Um, just like automation in cars, automation in aircraft has killed people. I'm sure you remember the events with Tesla having with people putting too much faith in the automation. Cool, SM, what's up, brother? Too much faith in the automation and not using the automation as a tool rather than yeah, not using the automation as a tool and the of course the autopilot and then the self cruise feature on the Tesla is only as good as the code that's put in it, as well as the inputs that are placed in them by humans. So, um, how long will I stream for? Let's see. How long is this flight? I think it got a good hour, man. We're still about 431 odd miles. Well, no, wait, hold on. Hold on, I'm lying. I'm lying. Let me look here. I mean, we just taken off, so we still got good like 400 miles. So yeah, we're good 400 miles. So yeah, plenty of time. You're good. But yeah, there've been several instances in aviation where flight crews have. How's it going, Diana? How's it going, bud? There have been several instances where crews have placed too much faith in the automation and have gotten complacent, and unfortunately, it cost them their lives. So, not saying that automation is a bad thing. It just needs to be managed appropriately, and needs to be monitored continuously. Complacency creeps up very quick because right now, pretty much, just to paint this picture here, we crossed 10,000 feet. You got two autopilots here, basically the 737, which has which is dual channel. So you got channel A and channel B. Uh, Basically for redundancy, so I can hit B right now, turn that guy off, and be just fine. But VNav is your vertical guidance, and LNav is your lateral guidance, so left or right. As long as this guy is programmed with parameters, it will fly the program flight plan pretty much all the way up to takeoff and all the way to landing, um, which is awesome. And the engines are also commanded by the auto throttle system as well. The autopilot has full authority, so it can control all regimes of flight. But the problem you run into with that is, you get complacent. I mean, think about it. If you got somebody, flying you, I mean, it's like, well, shoot, man. I mean, right now we're chilling, Um, and that's where things kind of get hairy, especially when you're doing a full auto landing, or I think there's an incident. I can't think of the country right now, where there was a 730 no 747. They're on the final approach, and the aircraft was receiving a false instrument landing system indication, or false signal. And I mean, of course, the autopilot doesn't know any different. So what's it going to do? Um, it's going to fly that glide slope. I mean, that's what it's going to do. It doesn't know to ident and all this fun stuff. Doesn't know all that. That's what pilots do. And it flew the false glide slope, which, if you don't know what glide slope is, I apologize. Basically, glide slope is a glide path that leads you from a certain point, from the runway all the way down to the runway vertically. It gives you that vertical guidance all the way down to the runway, which you can only imagine how kind of hairy that kind of gets, especially if you have no visual indication of where the runway is, which is the whole point of having an instrument landing system, so you can land in bad weather. So I don't know what exactly happened. Full report isn't out, but basically they're basically doing the autopilot was following the glide slope and followed it all the way to, I think they're short. They landed hit short on the runway or something like that. And I don't know if there's significant loss of life, but I believe there was a loss of life. So that's just one of the many instances where um, you know pilots aren't doing didn't do the number one thing that pilots are trained to do, which is fly the airplane. But I mean, which goes back to Tesla, which what makes it so scary is, I mean, pilots are trained to learn how to manage the automation. Scott, who just bought his brand new Tesla, hasn't, so, he puts the thing on auto cruise or whatever, and on his laptop and reading or Instagram and whatever he's doing, before you know it, he's sitting under a school bus. So I think, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the direction Tesla's going with the technology, but with the incidences that have been occurring, um, it just requires them to build that much more redundancy into the code. Um, unfortunately. It's more safety systems. I think that the sensors are there. I think it's just going to be a matter of really getting in there and building a lot of redundancy into the code to prevent issues like that from happening again. Because as people, we're not going to do right. I mean that's just a given. I mean, heck, if I had a car drive myself, I'm pretty sure I get complacent too. All right, so it looks like we are coming up on 26,000 feet. And for 36,000 feet, so we'll go ahead and turn off that fast seatbelt sign, which normally that's turned off um, above 10,000 feet. So, I mean, it's all good. But there she is there in all of her glory with the little Wi-Fi hump there, Wi-Fi satellite hump. And so bring up a progress page, and looks like we're about 378 miles away, so not far at all. Right now, we're sitting on about 8,700 pounds of fuel, which is more than enough to do what we need to do. But one thing I did not do is go ahead and turn on that radar. Looks like everything's looking good there. It's got some radar returns there. Looks like it's mostly rain, of course. Um, looks like got some off to our left. Shouldn't be much of a big deal. I don't have air traffic turned on. I guess I could. And honestly, it just kind of gets more aggravating than anything else because a lot of times when I'm landing, they're landing too, and it gets in the way. It's just a mess. So I don't hardly ever turn them on. Let's see here. It's like we're getting good air pressure there. All the engines look good. The vibration indicators. You're going to get some differences there in engine vibration. Once it gets past one, you kind of like, what's going on there? But so far so good. So far so good. I see TDFI or TFDI, whichever you want to call them, they released a new update for that 717. I decided not to try it yet because honestly, I have yet to master the 717, and I'm not gonna do you guys an injustice of watching me, um, yeah, act the fool. So I'm gonna do some more reading up on the manual, and oh, actually, let's go ahead and turn the continuous ignition off. Mark those igniters. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little more reading up on it and simulators. They refer random. Good question. The simulations they can if those options are turned on. However, the PMDG 737, the simulation itself also offers its own set of built-in failures. If you go to the menu here, FS options, nope, that's not it. I'm sorry. PMDG setup. I think it's in the options or somewhere. Where is it? Aircraft failures. There we go. It offers its own set of failures, so you can fail the doors. I think right now I have service-based failures active, so sometimes I'll shut the door and the door seals fail. Or I've had times where I'll have one of my air conditioning packs overheat. Normal things that you would see during the actual service of an aircraft. Those are the things that you typically run into with the service-based failures on. However, you can go in here and, for instance, you can go to the engine and you can do random, which you'll see here how I got service-based failures that's set to yes. But electrical. You can have where it's maintenance based. Flight instruments, fire protection, which would suck if you can't. Yeah, yeah. That right there would cancel a flight if you lose the fire protection systems. Fuel, hydraulics, ice protection, miscellaneous, navigation, pneumatics, which is air. So like for instance, you might going up to this panel here. Yeah, this looks like a cluster, but it's really not. If you look at it, it's kind of labeled for you there. So you got navigation, displays. This is your fuel, electrical. All this is electrical. Your lights, equipment cooling for your avionics and your screens and stuff. Seatbelt signs, windshield wipers, window heat, just like your window defrost in your car, wing anti-ice systems, the engine anti-ice systems. You have an engine-driven hydraulic pump, so the engine needs to be running for the pump to function. And you also have electrical hydraulic pumps. So really, all you need is, I think DC power runs those guys, if I'm not mistaken. If somebody, if I'm wrong, chime in. But um, but yeah, you'll have oh, that's awesome. Someone wrote something down there. But but like for instance, you may have this isolation valve stick, or maybe stuck open, stuck closed, or something like that. Oh hey Raymond, how's it going there, man? But all kinds of interesting failures. But normally I'll leave those off just for the simple fact of um, I don't think I've ever been in the aircraft in the 9 years I've been between being a passenger and flying. I don't think I've ever been in an aircraft that's on fire, it's been on fire. Knock on wood. Overheating, sure, but never been on fire. So, with that in mind, I tend to leave those failures off. But yeah, you'll have these displays fail. So, let's say if I lose one of these displays, you can go up here and let's see, it's a little better if I show you. There we go. Okay, cool. You can go up here and move sources around, so you can move displays around depending on. So if I lose this guy, I can move him over just depending on what you want to do there. Move down here, which helps out a lot. So tons of redundancy built into these aircraft. Tons of redundancy. Let's say if I lose, hydraulic pump, boop, just turned off an hydraulic pump, I get a low pressure light there. No big deal. If you go to the system page here, you'll notice that we still have hydraulic pressure. So, because you got three other pumps running and they are interconnected. So, um, lots of redundancy as far as that goes. Good question, by the way. Looks like we're coming out at 37,000 feet for flight level 380. About 307 miles to go. Let's go ahead and review that flight plan. So, all right, yeah, looks like we got discontinuity here, which discontinuities are not bad. I mean, they're kind of there to kind of let you know, hey, this is the kind of help you separate segments. But like for the sake of TV and the stream, we'll go ahead and connect them, which you connect them by oops, selecting that and just throwing it bam in there and that'll connect it. So let's say we got 1,000 foot to go. So I'm gonna at our cruising altitude. So we can go ahead and reveal our legs there. So zoom out and step through each waypoint. So basically we're going to pass bum. Past that guy there to Tiger, Moray, and basically for the downwind, and then we'll make a base to final there for runway 19 right. And yes, these waypoints are real, so there's so many waypoints. I'm assuming the FAA just decides to just come up with these random names. Like for Memphis, I think there's an Elvis. There's a waypoint called Elvis. I think, yeah, yeah. Um, there's a departure called Dow 4 in Dallas. There's one for Garland, Hubbard. So yeah, there's a bunch of weird off the wall waypoint names. Kind of interesting when you go through them. All right, looks like we hit 39,000 feet. Looks like we're running about Mach 0.805, so looking pretty good. Like engines are humming along there. Should be good to go. But yeah, going back to for those of you who already have the PMDG 7.3, that's awesome. This is probably going to bore the crap out of you. Yeah, you can go here to the equipment, adjust the MCP, which this is going to be your MCP there, and you can adjust it there depending on the style you want. You can adjust different options depending on um, the setup as far as your carrier options. Of course, we have the heads-up guidance system, engines double D rate. You can equip them with air stairs. So, for instance, if you're at an airport that doesn't have a gate, uh, the Boeing 737 can be equipped with air stairs. So the air stairs will basically unfold out, and passengers can debark using that. There's also a short field package, which I forgot what that entailed. ETOPS, with ETOPS has to do with overseas flight. Dual battery package. Um, ETOPS capable, which this one's no. Cabin layout, two class, single class. Southwest always rolls single class. You can add a secondary jump seat, which I don't know if I can even see it from back here. Um, yeah, you can't see it from back here. The SATCOM antenna, which is the little hump on the back. Eyebrow windows, which most newer 737s don't have the eyebrow windows. So if you don't know what they are, there are those guys there. So if you go outside, see little eyebrow windows there. So we'll turn those guys off because I don't like them. Altitude call outs on. I do like those, especially with no first officer. That helps a lot. We'll do minimums, decision height, and yeah. Um, that's the equipment, and of course you can go here in the displays, and it's like you're making a right turn there. Go in there in displays, and there's um, all kinds of selections there. I mean, just a plethora of options. So no one 737 is the same unless you get some of the carrier-based options for depending on the paint scheme that you get. So, uh, it's like we're making that left turn to the north. Oh man. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I am waiting for that CRJ 700 there. Soft is still working on apparently. So hopefully that last I heard was June, but that can always change depending. Put that back to auto. But yeah, it looks Most of the newer overhead panels, um, uh, there's like a love-hate relationship between like a lot of people as far as the 737 is concerned because the overhead panel looks so antiquated and it looks like there's a lot going on. I mean, it's based on like I think like 60s technology, and in order to keep the cockpit commonality, they try to keep it the same. But I mean, there is still a lot of technology built into the aircraft. But yeah, the manual, like for instance, the Airbus, for instance, of course, most of you may know that the handling of the valves is automatic, which is nice. Embraer, I think the handling of the valves is automatic. Most of your pumps, are automatic. Even on the 777, most of the, I think pretty much all of them are automatic there, which is super nice. Oh, man, that was just black for a minute. I was wondering. Okay. Um, like I said, there's still quite a bit of technology built in there. So we're getting a little bit of clear air turbulence. All right, man. Take care. Appreciate it, man. And like I said, you're always welcome. All right. Let's see. This is to go. Looks like we'll be there at 103 Zulu. All right. So looks like we've got about another 30 minutes. So we should get there about 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Uh, but yeah, probably my next stream is going to be the 717. Try that guy out again and see what we got. See what we got. Let's see here. You may hear me typing, but it's all good. Just checking out some news. Really not much going on. It's like the same old song and a lot of. It's kind of quiet on Absim. I know they had this German conference. I would love to go to a flight sim conference one day, but sweet. Yeah, we're about 30 minutes out now, so it should be landing here shortly. But but yeah, it's been kind of quiet here lately, so hopefully that's a good sign. We should be getting some new releases soon. I tell you, one release I'm waiting for is the Bloody Eagle Soft Citation that they're working on. Is Citation or Challenger? I think they're working on both, but they've been working on that forever. So hopefully, excuse me. Hopefully, we should be seeing that here soon. Be pretty cool. Oh man, sometimes I kind of wonder. Um, if having the ability to kind of walk around the aircraft to be somewhat interesting without slewing around like we normally do. But honestly, I really don't see much use for it. I was kind of wondering because I was looking at Friday. Oh, DFW read my mind, man. Oh my gosh. Uh, read my mind. Like I said, we've been getting slammed at work, so it's just been terrible. Yeah, well, see, and that's the thing. I love throwing up content. I mean, I wish I could stream. I wish I could do it every day, but man, I don't honestly don't think YouTube would pay me enough. But normally I'll pick a little short trip. Like San Antonio, Midland, or somewhere like that. And then I'll take a long jaunt to maybe Los Angeles or something over the weekend. Of course you gotta hug and play with the kids for a minute. But and I've really tried my best to get keep content flowing. You know what I mean? Ugh. But yeah, it's definitely draining at times. But honestly, a lot of times when I get off work, um, it's 3 hour too. Exactly. Yeah, a lot of times I'll get off work and this is my quiet time. I'll do a little short trip or I'll jump in A2A Cessna 172, which don't ask me why I jump in as 172. Um, and do a little short little cross, just something just to kind of clear your head, and by the time you're done, you're in good spirits, and you can do your thing and go to bed. But you know, one day I was like, well, shoot. I mean, I do it anyway. Why not just stream it? At least I can have some people to talk to. Yeah, looks like we got some returns there. Don't seem too terribly bad. Yeah, it definitely helps me chill out. Another sim I've been fiddling with a little bit is Train Sim World, which is a dovetail game sim, I think, just like Flight Sim. Okay. Um, I've been kind of fiddling around with that, and it's pretty good. I'm wondering. That's what kind of has me wondering about this Flight Sim World. Is it going to be a situation where everything can be manipulated and you can exit the aircraft, do a walk around, um, and still have good high quality graphics, which Train Sim does. I mean, it's not bad. I've heard that the physics aren't quite there, but honestly, I'm not a train engineer, so I have no idea. So I'm just hoping, uh, they don't focus so much on the visuals until they forget to make sure that the fidelity of the simulation is there, and that the flight dynamics are there, and you can still shoot and approach and nav aids and VORs and all that funness that goes along with flying. Yeah, Dovetail is very sketchy. They put out some beautiful releases. It's like Train Sim. I mean, it's beautiful. You can walk outside the cabin. I mean, yeah, walk outside the cab, whatever you call it. Um, I mean, just a gorgeous sim. But like I said, I've heard that Like like the braking isn't quite right, then some other stuff, and yeah, DFW. That kind of has me nervous, man. I don't know how I feel about Flight Sim World right now. I guess we'll have to reserve our judgment to the release, but I can pretty much tell you this. I don't think it's gonna be flawless. So I'll put it to you that way. It's probably gonna be beautiful, but I don't think it'll be flawless. Yeah, what's up? We got some little rain there. I think these are building CBs. It doesn't seem like I'm gonna adjust the tilt just a little bit, or is it set to auto? I think it's set to auto. Yeah, let me see. All right, just the tilt a little bit. I was too, believe it or not, and at one time I was like, well, shit, if I can't be a pilot, I'll be a freaking train engineer. And yeah, one guy set me down. He was like, man, I'm telling you, unless you're willing to work all times of the day, um, being a train engineer might not be just the thing to do. Five hundred Fort West Trinity Road. Yeah, actually, I have. Matter of fact, I was down there today. I've been really interested to go down there and kind of check it out. Seems like I know BNSF is down there, um, and that little Trinity area. I've been kind of meaning to kind of maybe take the kids down there and take a look. Wow. Yeah, I never really was a bit modular. I wasn't because I knew it was like some of the models I had. You had to paint them, and all my paint jobs turned out like crap. And oh man, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to take a look at that. Do they still run DFW? I definitely may have to check that out one weekend. I know for Christmas we took the kids down there. I think it was in Grapevine. They had like a little Polar Express deal there, and yeah, they had a good time. Had a super time. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at that. I've been kind of interested. Oh, and in case if any of you guys are in the Dallas area, I believe McKinney Airport is having a huge AOPA seminar. Actually, this Saturday, thir- yeah, the 13th, and I believe there will also be an Envoy aircraft, an Embraer at McKinney Airport. That's Kilo Tango Kilo India. For those of you who are free, and I think they were giving little tours and stuff like that. Which honestly, I don't think if you've flown commercially, I don't think most of you guys want to tour an Embraer, but if you guys in the area, it's there. Yeah, I noticed that. I'm hoping we can slide by there. It's kind of difficult to Let's see here. Matter of fact, yeah, they're having a huge. Actually, let me pull up the details here. Do 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 do. Because I know my club is going to be involved. I think we're sponsoring it. Let me look here. Yeah, May 13th. There's a Rusty Pilot seminar. $69 for non-AOPA members, and of course, free for AOPA members. Um, let's see, yeah, there's also going to be a lunch and afternoon AOPA seminar and flying clubs. Let's see here. Food will be served from 12 to 1:30. And yeah, there's going to be an Envoy Embraer jet on the tarmac as Lord Tenno University hosts an Aviation Day event from 10 to 2. So, should be a pretty good time. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it, but should be an awesome time. Yeah, let's say we got some returns there. Most of that is rain. I do see some convective activity along our route, but I think we'll be all right. Let's go ahead and dial down our altitude here and go ahead and get ready for the approach. Let's see here. Of course, we're going to be landing on runway 19 right. Yeah, it definitely sounds like a blast. I'm probably going to be, I think the wife has something else in plan, so I won't be able to break off. But yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a blast. Yeah, so we'll do a flaps 30 approach. Let's go ahead and dial in the ILS 109.10 on both sides there. All right, looks like she just reached the top of the descent, so we're going to start our descent into Kansas City International Airport. Let's go ahead and set our approach course to 191. Oh man, probably one of these days I'm gonna crank up X-Plane 10 and jump back in that X Aviation's Saab 340. I don't think it's ready yet for X-Plane 11, but man, I have a blast with that thing. It definitely brings back a lot of memories for me. The good old slob. Actually, I got a captain I used to work with back in the Masaba days or Northwest Regional days, and he's currently a Southwest First Officer, I think, on the. No, he's a captain now, actually, on the 737 for Southwest. I got another buddy of mine who was on the flights for Alaska, I think, on the Dash 900 for Alaska, and freezing his butt off, but he says he's having a blast as well. So the Saab has been a doorway for a lot of aviation careers. So that's what it's just, including my short-lived one. So it's which is kind of weird. You don't see many turboprops anymore. Um, Hogan, I think they've pretty much all but gotten rid of theirs. I think there's a few Q400s flying around Denver. I know there's a little charter outfit in Dallas Love that runs the Saab, but that's about it. And I think there's an outfit in New Orleans that runs the Saab as well. Um, Man, I really can't think of any other Saabs are flying anymore. All right, let's see. It looks like we're coming out at 29,000 feet. Wow. Wow. I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, but wow. Kind of, I'm trying to stare at it, see if we can even get some type of movement as far as where they're going. I'm assuming you're probably going to be going with the wind. So by the time we make that left turn there, it should be continuing on to the toward northeast. Hopefully, you got that Coriolis effect and all. So Lord knows. Of course, we'd be calling in range by now, making our in range call with ground. And jump out there. Nice evening. Stormy, spring stormy evening. Can you take the cocaine out of your nose and then speak? Cocaine, I don't know. But, let's see here. Alrighty. There we go. Alright, let's see here. Coming out at 20,000 feet. Alrighty, guys. I'm all for fun and games, but let's try to keep the offensiveness down because we might have kiddos on the stream. So drugs and paraphernalia will not be tolerated on this stream. Thank you. Public service announcement over. Alrighty, so let's. Alright, see, get down there, going through 16,000 feet. Yeah, you're gonna get those trolls, man. I try not to feed them. It's the natural way of things, unfortunately. Especially on the internet. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna be close. Not even gonna lie to you on that. It's going to be close. Matter of fact, I'd like to get some this information. I bet you they're going to report lightning in the area. Let's see here. This is where having the electronic flight bag comes in handy. Oh yeah, man. Honestly, this is where the flight crews really earn their money. You got situations like this. It looks like we got a sail there right on the approach path, so we're gonna have to watch that. If you look at our wind here, it looks like it's heading to the southwest-ish. So hopefully it should blow away from the airport. Might get bumped a little, might get a few bumps along the way, but I think we'll be all right. Right on time, DFW. Thank you, sir. Right on time. Do, do, do. Let's see here. Closer. KC. Alright, let's see here. Heard the seatbelt sign go off there. Let's see, let's try, what, 28.37? Throw that guy in there, see what we got. Let's see. There we go, there we go. Oh, wow, yeah, I love flight sim. 26.62 apparently for some reason. Alright, I think we should be okay. Let's go ahead and get those landing lights off there for any fictitious traffic that might be in the area. Continuous ignition. Exactly. I believe there's a way to update that though. I probably just haven't, to be honest with you, DFW. All right, let's go ahead and throw some more spoilers in there. Help get us slowed down. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and take away the vertical navigation from auto and start our own descent here. Alright, let's take a look at our legs page. Alright, 2,600 feet will be our final approach fixed altitude. And let's see, vectors to famous will be, no, 3,000, sorry, 3,000 is our final approach fix. Alright, so get a good 1,300 foot per minute descent. Exactly. You'll get one or the other, but you definitely won't get both. You will get one or the other, but not both. That's one thing. That's one thing I do appreciate about the 737. It'll definitely make a pilot out of you, that's for sure. One way or the other. Ooh, that's some lightning out for nose there. Goodness, holy smokes. Let me see, Ray. Holy smokes. All right, let's go ahead and, goodness gracious. All right, I want to try to avoid that. Let's see, about 109 knots. Crank it over just a smidget. Got a little rain action there. Got an MCP. Let's see. Looks like it called for 1-9 or 1, I think, on the course. I could be wrong, though. Our runway DME. Let's see here. I might be right. Let's see. Let me double check. I'm gonna check my charts real quick. Do, 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 do. Let's see. Hmm. Tell you what. See if we can ident at least. I think that's what it is. Yeah, the FO course isn't set. I appreciate it. Cockpit resource management. Thank you there, gents. All right, let's see here. Looks like so we got DME there. We'll go ahead and make that base leg. Exactly. I'll tell you what, man. If I really wish PMDG would have allowed a little aircraft sharing feature because that would have been awesome. But I'll tell you what, man. Situations like this, you really need somebody there to help you out. All right, looks like we got glide slope there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and track Kinsley. Yeah, let's go ahead and track Kinsley. So let's go ahead and put her LNAV there. And while we're at it, go ahead and yeah, wait till we level out real quick. Wait for Glush. I have honestly, I haven't seen it either, bud. All right, let's go ahead and bring that down there. So we got glide slope. Whoops. There we go. So we got glide slope alive. And drop her gear. Go ahead and hit flaps 2 real quick. Alright, got landing gear down, 3 green. Might be throwing the kitchen sink out on this one here, gentlemen. Might be coming in a wee bit hot. I start working those flaps in there. I'll be looking for flaps 30. Alright, RTO on. Spoilers armed. Finals clear, runways clear, clearance received. And I have the controls. I'm sure there's a key command to disconnect that. I just don't know it right now. All right, so we got auto modding the engines for us, so we can focus on flying the approach. Got a little quartering wind there coming out of our off our nose there, about 9 knots. Looking good so far. I'm hunting for the touchdown aiming marker, so I'm a little under the glide slope.
300.
Actually, I think you're right. I think it is Shift Z or Control Shift Z or something like that.
100.
All right.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
All right, everyone down there. All right. Versus engaged. With forward pressure on the nose there. And turn off those reversers, and reverse lights are out. Can we hit it? Can we hit it? Can we hit it? There we go. Go ahead and take that high-speed exit. Thank you, sir. All right, let's go ahead and clean up. Oh, that burn it. I was kind of wondering. I was like, why am I not slowing down? Why am I not slowing down? Yeah, that could have totally been an air disaster. Alright, clean up there. And APU on. Continuous ignition off. Yeah, I was like, wow, that auto brake disarmed mighty early for me not hitting the brakes. I wonder what that could be. Oh, wow. Checklist, checklist, checklist. Tell you what, guys, if my streams don't teach you anything, it's they should teach you to follow the Dak Blaine checklist. Oh man, thank goodness we got carbon brakes on this one. All right, turn that on to steady, and we'll just meander right on into this gate, right, y'all. Alrighty, and squeeze on the brakes right there. Here we go. All right, parking brake on. Go ahead and connect that APU gen. Get that bleed on. Isolation valve open. Exactly. But you know what, DFW? The funny thing is, like, I'll select the brake indication, and you and I both know that the brakes are a little warmer than zero. I'm just saying. I've never had these actually give me a proper reading. Now, if we're talking the FS Labs A320, yeah, we would, yeah. The brake fans would have been on as soon as we as soon as we exited the runway. But yeah, we would have definitely been waiting for the fire department on that one, sir. Kind of makes you wonder how many of these guys now are running with the carbon brake option. I know some of the commercial flights I've been flying here lately, they have been on them, and that's with reverses wide open. Yeah, they have been on them. Alrighty, let's see here. Get this wheels chart, ground power on. Really don't need the air conditioning. It's probably the last flight of the day, of course. Yeah, haven't you noticed that as well? Yeah, medium man, you're out the gate overheating. I mean, there's no question about it. Like, matter of fact, a lot of times, like when I'm exiting taxiway, I'll go ahead and turn on the brake fans. And I mean, I know they're gonna be they're gonna be in red, and um, I know for a fact that oh my gosh, quit bugging me, GSX. Um, I know for a fact that medium auto braking. I mean, it's aggressive, but it's not that aggressive. So yeah, see, that'd be awesome. I'd for sure be looking forward to that because, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's an amazing sim, but I mean, just those little quirks there. I mean, I'll run auto brakes on low. I mean, that's our minimum, or whatever. I mean, that's fine, but it's just those times where you may need medium. You're kind of like, yeah, let's go ahead and turn those fans on. I mean, sometimes you almost want to turn the fans on before you even touch down. Oh man, but yeah, guys. Other than that, I think that's it for me. It's an awesome flight. No one, no one, no one, no 737 was harmed in the making of this stream, um, which is always a good day. And yeah, I think I'm gonna get some sleep. So as always, guys, it's been awesome. Love talking with each and every one of you. And as always, guys, be sure you take care of yourselves and each other.